Shatterglass23 here, and I was just looking at some random channels on here. Well, I had a few channels just pop up, suggestions from YouTube. One of them was this funny channel called Morgana Days. And, this kid is funny. He's I knew there was a we that the PS4 had more exclusives than the Xbox One. And I try not to do the whole fanboy thing, really. Unless the fanboy act like fanboys and just annoy the crap out of me. But he had Morgana Days. By the way, it's very funny. He's definitely a huge pro Sony fan. He's not the biggest Xbox fan. He does it for fun though. He's just poking fun. He's not trying to be mean necessarily, but the videos are funny. And the way he pokes at these Xbox fanboys, the hardcore ones, it's hilarious. You should definitely check out his channel. But showing this crazy disparity, just I mean the difference in exclusives. I'm looking at this graph that he put up, and the disparity in the exclusives from 2014 to 2016 is ridiculous. I mean, I'm seeing some number ratings on here instead. So this YouTuber Morgana Days might be from might hail from a PAL region country, because only PAL region games have those numbers on them. We have a letters rating like E for everyone and M for mature, things like that. The PAL regions have more of a numbers kind of rating instead. But anyway, getting past that, I'm looking at the disparity in exclusives here, just from 2014 to 2016, and it's like, wow, like what the heck happened to Microsoft with their exclusives? I mean, why is there such a? I mean, I know some of the answers, but it shouldn't be this bad. Their exclusives should not be this small. They should have more on their console in terms of getting fans to buy their system than this. I mean, this is. I mean, look at the disparity. Look at how lopsided this is, man. I mean, and I'm not trying to beat up on the Xbox fans. If you love your system and you love the games you have on it, good for you. I'm not, whatever. But man, I mean, I can tell you part of the reason. Excuse me. Part of the reason for sure that you guys have such a problem with this, and one of the main problems is the core base of Xbox fans love American games, American based type games. They don't America. They just I had to do it. I had to do it one more time. They do not, excuse me, like anything that has a different kind of cultural feel. They don't like Japanese games. I don't know how many times I've heard Xbox, the hardcore ones, the fanboys, crap on the Japanese games, the JRPGs, some of the even the platformers and things like that, and tactics games. They just don't want them. And to be quite honest, even when the Xbox 360 was very popular years back, you know, and Japanese, software and content creators would put their games on that system, they didn't sell very well, because the hardcore Xbox fan, when there was just predominantly so many of them, you know, because at a certain point, certain gamers, they quote unquote grow up and they stop playing video games, and they move on to something else, or they may jump to another console. It just depends, but it's a little bit of both, But back then, 360 was dominating, and Japanese, video game developers would put their stuff on that system, and they wouldn't sell. because those hardcore Xbox fans did not want to buy those games. Had no interest in those games, really. I mean, other than Dead or Alive Volleyball, which I ain't mad at them for that. But but I mean, it's just there was Call of Duty, it was Halo, and it was Gears of War basically, and maybe some sports games. And that's it. But a lot of those JRPGs went to the wayside. Lost Odyssey, awesome game. Really wish that wasn't on that system exclusively. But it's one of the few games, one of the few great JRPG games on there. Blue Dragon is a nice game too, but let's be honest. Lost Odyssey is the game we're talking about here, and it's really funny to see. It's really funny to see that it's just so lopsided, these exclusives. Now with the Xbox One, now that we've gone past the Xbox 360 and we're into this generation of console. I think this is the eighth generation of consoles, and this is really really bad. Pretty much most Japanese software creators for these games, they've given up on that system. They've given up on trying to make a profit on the Microsoft Xbox system because they can't. Not to really call them closed minded, but the hardcore Xbox fan is they just listening to them, are very close minded when it comes to playing games that are outside of something that is the American kind of game, quote unquote. And this is the end result of it. You've lost a lot of what you could have had in that system. But again, like I said, because they won't open their minds to playing something outside of some shooters and some sports games and some, and nothing wrong with that. And sure, if those games are enjoyable, there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that they won't open their minds to that and they put it down. And even games, I mean, you look at some of the games over here, not all of them are Japanese, but those people know, whether it's, the MLB baseball or anything else over here. I'm going to go put my games on this console because it is selling. I'd rather take a chance over here. The fans on this side are going to try a little bit of everything, more than likely. Referring to the PS4, of course, is what I'm talking about right now. It's just a... God damn, what a despair. Wow. I'm just looking at... I'm mystified by this graph, man. I really am. And that doesn't even count 2017 with Neo and some of the other great games that have come out exclusively for the PS4. And these guys have jack to show for it. Scalebound got canceled. Crackdown 3 has been postponed yet again because it still looks like crap. You guys are just... The Xbox fans are getting walloped. Just walloped over the head. Over and over again. And most of them have just have to... I'm listening to some of these channels. They've had to just straight up submit. Just submit to defeat. And bow down to Sony and Nintendo, and it's just like, I don't know, it's weird. I mean, I don't really get caught up in all of that kind of stuff, but I mean, that's basically what they're doing on some of their channels, or just getting incredibly angry and mad, and actually getting mad at other people for not wanting to buy the system. Because they won't support their American system, they want to bully them. I really don't understand the gentleman that I'm not gonna say his name. It's not, I don't want to do that. But it makes no sense that you would even have the nerve. That's fanboyism at its worst, at its very worst. When you're actually gonna turn around and put a guy down for not buying a system that doesn't give him the enjoyment and the entertainment that he wants. That's not cool. That is far from right. But anyway, it's just I just wanted to show this graph and just I'm shocked. I'm totally shocked by this. It's just just what a lopsided situation they're in. Microsoft better do something fast and stop putting all their stuff on Windows 10, and start putting these games back on the Xbox. Unless they just plan on this being their last console and just starting to put all their games on PC, they better start doing something. Because no one's gonna buy a $500 system that has no games on it. None. I mean, this is ridiculous. All right. Whew. Anyway, all right. You guys take care. I'll see you later. Give me your thoughts on this and your opinions down below in the comment section, and thumbs up, subscribe, and take care. All right. Peace.